Hello, I'm Carolyn Baker, and it's my joy and privilege to be facilitating this next course with you, with Terry Chapman. Terry Chapman is a longtime friend and colleague whose wisdom and compassion I deeply trust. When I say facilitate again, some of you may know about the course that we taught this spring called The Journey of Grief. The course that we are offering now this fall, Sacred Odyssey, Ordeal and Opportunity in a Time of Unending Crises. This course is going to be a much deeper dive into that material and other material that we have added. Why? Well, I think it's pretty obvious why, in terms of what's happening in our world. I don't want to rehash all of the news with you, but as you look around, you certainly see a pandemic that is out of control, really all over the world. We see division and unrest in an unprecedented manner and at an unprecedented level. We see climate catastrophe breathing down upon us and suffocating us more and more every day. I look at the Earth's inability to breathe right now, and that reminds me of the millions of people who are suffering or who have died with COVID-19 and their inability to breathe. And then I think also of George Floyd and other people who have been brutalized by the police, saying, "I can't breathe." I am really looking forward to this deep dive as we trace the spiritual journey in a sense. Now you may think, why do I need to trace the spiritual journey? Well, because we are in the midst of a planetary rite of passage. And we'll be going into great detail about what a rite of passage is and why we should be concerned about it right now. It's not some ancient ritual that happened, thousands and millions of years ago with exclusively indigenous people. It's happening to us right now. So how do we navigate that passage? How do we learn what it's coming to teach us? How do we allow our hearts to be broken open with all of the tragedy and catastrophe that it is bringing? How do we become more deeply connected with each other, with the earth, and with ourselves? That's the whole point of a rite of passage. And so in this course, and I do call it a course because it is the same as really if you were enrolling in an online course in a college or university. That's how profound we've endeavored to make it for you and for ourselves. We call it Sacred Odyssey, and we've used a little bit of ancient Greek art to depict the journey of Odysseus. And I don't want to go into that journey in detail right now. Many of you have probably read the Odyssey in high school or college. It's one prototype, one image of the journey. And Terry Chapman has given us this beautiful, beautiful diagram, the format, template for the spiritual journey, the psycho-spiritual journey. And that's just one template. But it really works, I think, for these times and the journey that we're on. So I'd like you to take this course as seriously as if you were getting college credit for it. And I know you've heard parents tell you, and I know you've heard teachers say, you get out of something what you put into it. Well, that's never been truer than for this course. So you're going to get out of this course exactly what you put in. And that means that you really need to read all of the pages on the website, the pages of orientation, the pages of definition and explanation. You need to watch all of the documentaries. And it's very important that you journal about your experience. Why? Because journaling accesses a different part of the brain than just watching something passively. When we journal, we get our bodies engaged with the material because the hand is writing. Now you can journal on the computer if you like, but it has the same impact really. And as you study the course material during the week, you're going to come back to the next session and you're going to be in groups, breakout groups. And so if you've journaled about what you have gotten from the course that week, you're actually going to be more prepared to engage with the other folks in the group. So please put everything you can into this course. We have worked very hard to design it in a way that will touch all parts of you: the emotions, the body, the mind. I don't think there's anything like it out there on the internet, and I've looked at a lot of courses, and I've taught a lot of courses. We are very, very pleased to have you with us, and we look forward to engaging with you and connecting from the heart as well as the mind. Thank you for enrolling in Sacred Odyssey. So let's launch this journey and let's enjoy our time together and what this rite of passage, this sacred journey, has now to teach us.